Good evening, welcome to a 3-player tutorial and playthrough of Hamburg. Nick's joining me, Gemma's joining me. We're going to be playing through the game. We're going to be teaching you how to play as well. So this is the final version of the game. I did do another video on this, which has got a very similar loading screen on Board Game Geek, which says tutorial and playthrough, which was with you two
It was, yeah.
2 years ago, but things have changed since then. So this is the final version of the game. And yeah, let us know if you can hear us and you can see us okay, and the chat is on screen from the earlier test stream. So ignore the chat that's on screen at the moment. That will refresh in a minute, hopefully. It should refresh. It's not refreshing. Right, bear with us a minute. I'll try and fix the on-screen chat. Yeah, I don't know why. It was working earlier on. I go into there. Where's the chat box? There's the chat box. I'll try and clear it, and then I'll try and get the new one up. There we go. Right. There we go. The new chat is now appearing. Fantastic. So we're using the basic components today. I do have the deluxe components in another box down by the side, but we're just using the basic components that come with the game. So yeah, so if you want to learn how to play or see the game being played out, this is the place to be. Now, just before we start, a couple of things that I want to mention. A big thank you to Queen Games. This is a sponsored video. Queen Games has sponsored me to create a series of videos, and this is the first one. We're doing this one this Friday. Next Friday, we're doing Amsterdam. The Friday after, we're doing New York City. And the Friday after that, we're doing Marrakesh. So all four, the first 4 games in the Steffenfeld City Collection, I'll be doing videos for all of them over the next 4 weeks. But in addition to the video being sponsored, I do also rely on the financial support of the Patreon campaign. So if you like this video, obviously give it a like, thumbs up, leave me a comment, all of that usual stuff. But if you are in a position to be able to support me on Patreon, it's patreon.com/gaming rules. And the final thing before we start is we are going to try our best to get it right today. Now, I'm pretty confident I'm going to get the rules right, but the way that these live streams work, we all get caught up in the heat of the moment. We might make a misplay or something like that. If you're watching this live, obviously, if you spot something that we do wrong, please let us know in the chat and we'll keep an eye on the chat. But if somebody spots something afterwards, after the video has finished, then I will add some Klingon subtitles onto the video. So if you're not watching this live, I would recommend turning on your subtitles, setting them to the Klingon channel. And as I say, if there's any mistakes made, I will add the Klingon subtitles. If you turn on the Klingon subtitles and there aren't any, that means we didn't make any mistakes. Fantastic. Right. Okay. So welcome to Hamburg. We're going to be playing this game over 8 seasons. We have down here, we have 8 clerics in the church, and in each of the seasons, one of those clerics is going to move out. So that means this is our timer. However many clerics there are left here, that's basically how many seasons there are left in the game. Quick bit of background information about the game. We are assuming the roles of influential denizens of the free and Hanseatic city of Hamburg around the year 1890. We are all trying to become the mayor of the city. We do that by scoring victory points, and whoever's got the most victory points at the end will become the mayor of Hamburg. We're going to need to help Hamburg flourish and grow our influence and status. We're using cards. It's a card-driven game. There are 280 cards in the game. They're all unique. There's a lot of similarities, but every single card is different. And we're going to be playing those. We're going to be expanding the city's zoos, gardens. We're going to be repairing the city wall. We're going to be earning money to do things and victory points. Right, so yeah, that's basic overview of the game. Now, as I mentioned, the game is divided into 8 seasons, and each season is divided into 4 phases. So we have here one of the 2 player reference cards with the game. This is what we do in phase 1. This is what we do in phase 2. We flip it over. That's what we do in phase 3, and that's what we do in phase 4. Let's go through these briefly now, and then I'll explain them in more detail as we do them. Because I'm not going to do all of the rules up front. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an overview of the rules, then we're going to start playing, and as we start doing things, I will explain more of the rules as we go along. Otherwise, you're going to have to listen to me talk for 30 minutes, and nobody wants that. Right. So in phase 1, each player replenishes their hand to 5 cards. So any cards you have left from the previous round stay in your hand, and you draw new cards to replenish your hand to 5 cards. You can take cards from any of the decks, but you have to declare which cards you're taking before you draw any of the cards. Also, if you have any parks in play, they have abilities which are activated at that time. Right. Phase 2, we roll all of the dice. Then, depending on the results of the dice, we place the cleric into the church, and we advance our disaster marker. So any dice that's showing a 5 or a 6 means that we all advance our disaster markers 1 space. Then we all get a chance to improve our status in the town hall. Town hall is this part of the board here, and we all get 1 chance at the start of each round to move our markers 1 space up. Moving your marker up the town hall will get you extra points at the end of the game. Right, phase 3 is the main part of the game. So in phase 3, it's divided into 4 rounds. And starting with the start player, that player will play a card and perform one of 6 possible actions. Then player 2, then player 3. Then we go to the second round and we do the same. So basically we do that and we do it 4 times. That's the bulk of the game. We'll explain the special action, the 6 different actions in a minute. And then in phase 4, we check the majorities. Now, majorities is a good way that you can get points in the game. Then we move the cleric to below the church. Any buildings that were activated then become unactivated, and then you pass the starting player marker to the left. So, speaking of the starting player marker, we're going to use the official rules of the game, and I'm going to read this out because otherwise I'm going to mispronounce it. So the starting player is the player who knows the meaning of Hummel, Hummel, Moors, Moors. Now, I do not.
No.
So we'll look it up later.
Okay.
But
Is that what it means? We'll look at it later.
We'll look at so basically, we're going to choose a start player at random. So 1 to 2, it's me. 3 to 4, it's Gemma. 5 to 6, it's Nick. 1, I'm the start player. So I get this.
Yeah.
This will pass round clockwise at the end of each round. The other thing we need to do before we start is we need to create the discard pile. Now, we create the discard pile. Each of these has been shuffled, but we take the top card off each. Okay. We put them into here, and that's the discard pile. You can look through the discard pile at any time, but we're just going to put the discard pile here. The reason we're putting the discard pile here is this game actually comes with 6 additional expansions. We're not going to use any of the 6 expansions today, but one of the expansions is the boat, so we're not using this section of the board. We're also not using this section of the board, which is the stock exchange, which is why I've put the activation tokens there. Right, okay, so what do I need to explain before we start? I don't think I need to explain anything. Should we jump in? We'll make a start.
Yeah.
Okay, so phase 1 of round 1, we draw cards.
Yeah.
We have no cards in hand currently, so we all replenish our hand to 5 cards. Now, we were discussing this beforehand. I think the wisest choice is to take 1 card off each deck, because we currently have no way of knowing. Well, there is no cards that are better for us than anything else. We also start with 5 money. Don't know if you can see it. But on my player board, let's just show you my player board. There you go. So we start with 5 money each, and we also start with 1 worker of each of the 5 colours. Now, the rules do say that you're supposed to put these workers on the appropriate coloured buildings, but I found that they're quite hard to see on the overhead camera. So for this playthrough, we're going to put them in the river. They don't mind getting wet. But yeah, I think you can see them a bit clearer there. But you start with 1 worker of each colour, and you start with 5 coins. And these are the 5 majority markers, which start this side up. When you flip them over, they reveal the points, but we'll do that as the game goes on. Right, so what was I saying? Cards.
Oh.
So I'm going to just take 1 card off each deck. So I'm going to take the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there's nothing to stop you taking 5 cards of each deck from 1 deck if you wanted to. Mm. But I think that putting all of your eggs in 1 basket. Gemma, what would you like?
And can I do the
You're
same?
going to do the same? Nick's going to be different.
Yeah, I am. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna roll the dice a little bit, and I'll have 1 of each, but I'll have 2 greys and no orange, just to see. Just to see what happens.
Just to see what happens.
Just to see.
There you go.
If we played it a few times, I'd say I'll take 3 of one and 2 of another, but I don't think it's a good idea.
Right, I'm just going to show people watching cards and what they look like. This is an example card, okay? What you've got on the left-hand side of the card is the cost if you want to play this card as a building. Almost all of the cards are buildings, and if you want to play the card as a building, which is one of the 6 possible standard actions, that's the cost you have to pay. This is the points that it's worth at the end of the game, which is always a third of the cost. This is the category of the building, or the type of building. There are 22 different categories in the game. And then down here is the ability. Now, the game comes with language independent cards without the text on the top, but there are additional cards that you can buy, I think, which have got the text on the top. And that's what we're playing with today. The text is just a written version of the iconography to help you get used to it. Once you understand the iconography, I don't think you need the text, but certainly when you're learning it, the text is very useful. So this one in particular has a laurel here, so this is an end of game scoring card. Let me just show you one of my other cards. That has an ability that's used in phase 1. The lightning bolt is an ability that you use immediately once when you play the card, and that is an ability that's used in phase 3. So yeah, lots of different cards in the game. And as I said, they're all unique. They all do different things. Right. That's almost the end of phase 1. If at this point any of us had any parks, we would activate those parks now. But we don't. So now we go to phase 2 and we roll the dice. So we roll the dice, but the dice affect everybody. So, oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a good day.
Where's that going to go? Right. So the first thing we need to do is look at the number on the black dice. The black dice is showing number 6, which means we take the cleric out of the church and we put him on this space here. So spaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what that basically means is, at the end of the round, that cleric is going to move to this space here. So over the course of the game, all of these 8 clerics are going to move to one of these 6 columns. And what this does is it basically indicates which of these icons is worth points at the end of the game. So because the 6 was rolled and it's in here, what that means is we all know right now that every animal and every park card that we play is going to be worth 1 extra point at the end of the game. Mm-hmm. If I roll a 6 next round and that goes in there, then every animal and park card is going to be worth 2 extra points at the end of the game. So as the game goes on, we're going to see the relative values of these cards change. Right, the next thing we need to do is disasters. So every die that is showing a 5 or a 6, we need to advance our disaster markers. So we've got purple and we've got brown. So I'm just going to show you my player board. We all do this. Purple, we advance the disaster marker by moving that to the right, and brown, that one to the right. So basically the disaster happens once the markers have moved 3 times. If I was to move the purple marker again and then again, that's at the point the disaster happens, and then something bad happens, and then they all move to the left. But right now, purple has moved 1 and brown has moved 1. And we all do that. Now, the black one is special. So whenever the black one is rolled, a 5 or a 6, we go to the intrigue tokens. So we take an intrigue token each, reveal it, and that tells me which personal disaster I've had happen. So I've had the pink disaster. That goes there, and then you just discard it.
Yeah. I got fire.
You got fire. You got the grey one.
Wall.
Okay. Well, at least we didn't get purple or brown, because then we'd be one step close to the disaster. Right. The last thing that happens in phase 2 is we all get the opportunity to advance up here. Mm-hmm. The cost to advance is the total of the number of pips on all of the dice that are showing a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
If no dice are showing a 1 or a 2, we cannot advance up here.
But we don't have any money anyway, though, do
we? We have 5 money.
Do we? Oh,
we have 5 money. So none of us can advance at the town hall.
Okay.
Right, that's the end of phase 2. So now we go to phase 3. I'm the first player. I get to play a card and do one of 6 possible actions. At this point, I am going to show people watching what the 6 possible actions are. So here's the 6 possible actions that you can do. The first 4 of these require you to discard the card that you're going to play to the discard pile. So that's what this icon is here. It is play the card, put it on the discard pile, and either get 3 workers of the colour of the card that you played, get money equal to the value of the dice that corresponds to the colour of the card you played, move your disaster back 1 step corresponding to the colour of the card you played, and also get 1 point. And then the 4th one is build a section of wall. Now this one needs a little bit more explanation. If we look at my player board, you will see that I can build either this wall or this wall. This wall here requires me to discard a purple card. This wall requires me to discard a pink card. Let's say I build that wall here. The next wall I build can either be grey or it can be pink. There are benefits to building to the 3rd space and benefits to building to the last space. So that's the top 4 actions, and they all require you to discard the card. Right. The 5th one is playing a card as a building site. To do that, you have to spend 1 worker that corresponds to the colour of the card. And what you do is you basically play the card face down as a construction site. So the backs of all of the cards have got exactly the same picture on. And to do that, I would have to spend a grey worker, and I now have a construction site. The reason why you need construction sites is to play buildings onto them. So you cannot just play buildings onto the table. You have to put buildings on top of construction sites. But a very important rule is the colour doesn't have to match. So a construction site, the colour is mostly irrelevant.
Yeah.
Except some card abilities refer to the colour of a site. So even when you're building on top of a building site, leave the top of the card visible just so you can see the colour. Now, there is an exception to that, and that is parks and animals. Parks and animals do not require a construction site. You just keep them separate. So, my go first. Now, we've got lots of dice with big numbers on, so that's quite good, I think. But what I'm going to do is I am going to discard a brown card. Brown dice is showing a 6, so I get 6 money. That's my first action. Gemma. Oh, for those people that are watching who already know how to play Bruges, you're probably thinking, well, this sounds all very familiar. And that's because this is a re-implementation of Bruges with a couple of slight tweaks, as well as over here, complete graphic overhaul.
I'm going to be boring and do
exactly the same thing, yeah. So discard a brown card, get 6 money. Nick's going to be different. Nick's going to discard an orange card and get 3 money.
Yeah, I was thinking
that's what
that.
you're going to do.
I know I wanted to. I work out what card I got, not that one. Remind me how I move these back.
That is one of the standard actions.
So I discard.
You discard
a card
a purple
equal to the
card.
colour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that goes here.
That goes there.
Yeah.
You move that back one.
Yeah.
And you get 1 point.
Yeah. Please.
It's one of the few ways in the game to get points during the game.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. We've all taken one action.
So we have to move the thing.
Oh yeah. So we've got the clock here, which basically tracks this. So that was 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're now at 2 o'clock. You know what 2 o'clock is? Penguin time. I'm going to play a penguin.
All right. Okay.
So it cost me 4 money. And remember, zoo animals and parks do not require a construction site. So I spend my 4 money and I've got a penguin. I've added an animal to the zoo. Done. Now, you can't copy me exactly, because I think there's only 1 penguin card in the game. I think all of the animals are unique.
I'm going to go along the wall.
Yep.
So I'm
So
going
you
to spend
discard a pink card, pay
and
1
1
money, and you place a wall section there. So, okay. Nick.
I am going to spend 2 money, and I'm going to put down an animal.
You got an animal as well? What is it?
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Is it a guinea pig?
Yeah, I was going to say guinea pig.
Have a look.
Funny looking guinea pig.
I'll put it on the big camera.
What are those? It's not kappa.
That's not a guinea pig. Anybody know what that is?
What do we see?
Answers in the
What
chat.
did we see in the Amazon? What were they? Capybara. No, am I making that word up?
I think you are.
It's like a rat, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Anyway, somebody in the chat will know. Right. Okay. My that was 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So 3 o'clock. That's 7 money left. I'm going to spend 3 money, and I'm going to play a park card. I'm just going to show this on the zoom in camera. This is a park card. Cost me 3 money to play, and what it does is in phase 1 I will gain 1 money. So it's good to get that out early. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack them like that. Although, actually, I'm going to stack them like that because I prefer the penguins to the trees. There we go. A capybara, says Michael. There you go then.
Mikey's right.
You're not making it up. Right. Robert says it's a beaver. Brett says it's a groundhog. Mark says it's a marmot. It's definitely not a badger. It's definitely not a badger. Right, Gemma, your third action.
I'm going to play a purple card and take 5 money.
So discard a purple card to get 5 money.
Oh, you'll flush.
Done.
I'm going to do this action for the first time. I'm going to spend a
Nobody's built a building.
grey card and a grey worker to put
You are going to
foundation
build a
down.
construction site. Okay.
Yeah. I'll put that one.
Okay.
And then this one goes.
Yeah, so that just goes back there. So
Okay.
a grey worker to play a construction site.
Yeah. And the round marker goes over one.
And that's 3 o'clock.
Oh, my throat.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to keep that in hand. I am going to build a pink construction site using a pink worker. Done.
I'm going to build an orange construction site using my orange worker.
Yep. You've started a trend, Nick.
Yeah. I'm going to build this
Because
building.
if you build a building, you'll have the majority for the most buildings.
and points as well.
And majority for the most points.
And I can build it for free.
Okay, let's just show us on camera what...
I don't really know what it does, but I want
Okay,
to build
well,
a
this is
building.
the building that Nick has built. It costs me no money. It's worth no points at the end of the game. It is of that type. All of these types are explained in the rulebook. It has an immediate effect that all other players will lose one of their majority markers.
You haven't got any anyway.
We haven't got
Yeah.
any anyway. So
No.
do you really want to play it?
I do, because I'll get 4 points for doing it, won't I?
Effectively, yeah.
Because I'll have the most
And it says at the top, all other players must deactivate one active majority marker of their choice.
Yeah, and I don't know what scoring's like in this game, but it seems it's quite hard to get. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Those majority markers seem quite good.
Yeah.
It's like that. Yeah.
So
Okay.
if we had a majority marker, we would have lost one.
Yeah.
Right. That is it. 4 o'clock. Finished. That's the end of phase 3. So now we go to phase 4. So just a quick reminder of the things that happen in phase 4. First thing we're going to do is determine the majorities. Then we're going to move the cleric down. Then we're going to deactivate our buildings. And then we're going to pass the start player marker. So majorities, we haven't explained them yet. There are 5 majority markers in the game, which are these 5 here. They are checked in phase 4. And what we do is we check to see who's got the most walls. If one player has more walls than anybody else at this point, they can flip this marker over. The important thing to remember about these majority markers is once they're flipped, they stay flipped. So for example, right now, Gemma has more walls than any other player, so you can flip that marker.
Well,
That will get you 4 points at the end of the game. You don't need to build any other walls now at all for the rest of the game. But if next round I build 2 walls and you don't build any, and you don't build any, then I will flip it as well. So it isn't tracking who's got the most walls at that moment. It's just if you've got the most walls at that moment, you can flip the majority marker over. The next majority marker is for the most animals. Now, I've got the penguins, but unfortunately you've got the beaver, marmot, groundhog.
capybara.
Capybara.
Yeah.
So nobody has more animals than anybody else.
Yeah.
Buildings is the third majority marker. You have 1 building.
Yeah.
Nobody else has any.
Yeah.
The 4th majority marker is victory points. Nick, you have
Done that again.
1 more point than anybody else.
Excellent.
And the 5th one is for position on the town hall,
Mhm.
which nobody's got. Right, then we move the cleric down to there. Any buildings that were activated, so any of them that have abilities that you can activate once per round, you put a little token on them to say, I've done it.
That wouldn't be one use.
No, because that's 1 use only.
Okay.
So you don't need to put.
So what's the symbol for like a recurring?
That, for example, that says in phase 1 I get a coin. So technically what I should do is I should put a counter on it
Yeah.
to show that I've done it. But you don't really need to.
Yeah.
It's more for the ones that are usable in phase 3 because phase 3 goes on for 4 rounds.
Okay.
So you need to remember that you've used it. We pass that on.
Thank you.
That is it. That is the end of the first season.
Yeah.
So, season 2, phase 1, replenish hand. Now, at this point, you might have more of an idea of which colour of cards you want to take. So, Gemma, what would you like, cards-wise?
Can I have a grey, purple, brown, and pink, please?
Right, purple.
What are you doing? Just drawing on to say you've got one of each still.
Okay. No.
No, she's not.
Oh.
I'm gonna go for another grey. What do you decide? You're laughing at me.
Well, if you had a card ability that was to spend orange workers,
Oh, I see. Okay.
you would want to take orange cards to throw the orange cards away to get the workers to fuel the ability.
I
But
understand.
at this stage, none of us have got
No.
any of that at all.
No. I'll just have one of each except for the purple. Oh no. Yeah, except for the purple, please.
There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, because the cleric was here. If that cleric had been here, for example, you might have thought, oh, I want more pink cards because pink cards are worth 1 extra point. But the cleric went there. So, let's pick my card up from the floor. Now, I definitely want to play this. So I'm going to take grey, a pink, an orange, and a brown.
So sorry, what was your logic there? What are you? You getting one of each?
The reason I didn't take purple is there are 4 animals in each deck. I've got a purple animal. Therefore, there is a slightly higher proportion of animals in the non-purple decks.
Okay.
Was my thinking.
They're quite thick decks.
They
Have
are.
four each, aren't they?
I mean, there's 280 cards in the game.
Right. Okay.
So what's that?
What's 28 over 6?
Over 5, even.
Oh, over 5.
56? Yeah, something like that. Anyway. What else happens in phase 1? That's phase 1. Oh no, phase 1. My park activates and I gain a money.
Okay.
Ka-ching. Right, okay. Next. Phase 2. Can I roll lower than I did last time? Yes.
Whoa.
Massively lower. Right. Oh, wow. Okay, so next thing is the cleric. It's a 5. So the cleric is going here, which means brown cards with those symbols on are going to be worth 1 point extra at the end of the game. Disasters. It's black. Black is the only disaster. So again, we all get a token. So it should be in player order.
Yeah, so Gemma gets the first one. Oh dear.
I got purple.
I went the wrong way.
You got grey again.
I've got is it sickness?
Yes, disease.
Yeah.
We've not explained what happens with any of these, but we'll explain that later on. Possibly when it happens for the first time. Right, now we can all advance up the town hall. So the cost to advance up the town hall is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the sum of all of the dice showing a 1 or a 2. Gemma, you've got first opportunity. Would you like to spend 5 money to move up the town hall? Based on the fact that Nick's got 3, so he can't do it.
Not very flash.
And I could do it, but it would cost me all my money.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, I would. So Nick, you can't. Now, the thing is, if I don't, then Gemma's going to get the majority.
I'd take one for the team and do it, Paul, personally.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me.
Right, okay. That's phase 2 done. Phase 3, actions. Starting with Gemma.
Actually, is there any other way to go up the wall?
There are certain cards that move you up the wall, and there is one card in there which forces all of the players to move. Oh, sorry, the wall or the town hall.
This one.
Yeah, there's a card in there that forces all of the players to move down one.
Right. Okay.
All of these cards, by the way, if you don't have the version of the game with the text on, the game comes with, where is it? An addendum, which is a separate booklet which actually lists every single card in the game and the text of what it does. So if you haven't got the version with text on the cards, don't worry, because you can always just refer to this addendum, and all of the icons are explained in here as well.
I am going to build a building.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to cost me 9 money.
Cost you 9, so it must be a powerful building. Let's just have a look at it.
Yep.
Let's pop it on the battle cam. So this is the building that Gemma's just built. So it is a
23.
grey building. The type of building has got the portcullis on, which means it is a police building.
Oh.
It's worth 3 points at the end of the game, but it has an ongoing effect in phase 3, which is basically whenever you choose the standard action to reduce a disaster, then you reduce 2 disasters of that colour instead of 1.
Pretty good.
That is pretty good. especially if there's going to be lots of disasters happening. Now, what card number is that?
That is...
It's in the bottom left, I think.
Oh, 168.
Card 168.
And I should put it on so we can see the colour, is that right?
Yeah, that's it. So you can see the colour of the site below. And it does clarify that if you get 2 points for doing that. So if you reduce your disaster by 2 levels, you get 2 points.
Okay.
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 I'm going to spend a brown card. That's
We're
it.
not going to get much money this turn, are we? Look at that. That is horrendous.
I'm going to spend a brown card.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move that one down 1.
And get a point.
And take a point, please, because I'm right on the edge.
Yeah, my purple disaster is imminent and I don't have any purple cards. So that's a little bit of a problem. And getting money is a little bit of a problem. Who rolled those dice? Wow. I might just have to do something. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm going to build a section of wall. Definitely going to do that. So I'm going to use a pink card. Oh no, hang on a minute. I haven't got any money.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
My heart bleeds.
I don't just want to throw cards away to get workers. That seems... Because then I'll probably get a disease and they'll all die. I think I might just play lots of foundations. So I'm going to spend a grey worker to build another construction site. We don't need buildings, we just need construction sites. Okay,
Yeah.
Gemma.
Oh, we haven't moved the tile down.
Oh yeah, that was 1 o'clock.
So I am going to reduce a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to play my grey
Grey
card.
card, and because of
And
your
because
special ability,
I can take them both down.
both down, and you
Whoa.
get 2 points. Yeah, 1, 2. Okay, nice. But it's the same one twice, isn't it? Yeah. It can't be 2 different ones.
Oh, that's a shame.
Okay. I'm going to spend an orange card to build a piece of wall for 1 money.
Yep.
Is that right? That's
Yep,
what you do.
that's
isn't
right.
it?
So you discard the card, you
Yep.
spend the money,
So I take 2 back.
and you put a wall on there.
Have you said how nice these wall pieces are?
I haven't, no.
Oh, nice.
Nice, big, thick and chunky.
Yeah.
I'm still looking at these cards, hoping that they change, or the dice change. If I stare at them long enough, I really don't want to throw a card away for 2 money, but what else am I going to do? I'm going to...
You need any more workers?
Well, not right now. I'm going to need some at some point.
James has asked, do the trays come...
No, the trays don't come with it. I've just put them on just to stop the stuff moving around a bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to throw away an orange card for 2 money. There we go.
Round marker.
Yeah, that was 2 o'clock. Right, 3 o'clock. Also, there is a board for these.
Is there?
Yeah, but it didn't quite fit on the camera the way I had it zoomed in, so I've removed the board. Yeah, this is the board that you get. It's a nice 2-piece board.
Whoa.
But yeah, I put it there and it didn't quite fit.
Okay.
So I decided not to use it.
Should you have put that one on your card so that you could use that ability?
No, because
Oh,
that's got an infinite icon.
That's it, okay.
So that one can be used as many times as you want.
Wow.
It's really good.
Sort of regretting not taking that money in the first round, really.
When the dice were all high.
Yeah, I didn't really think that they would come
I,
so low.
I didn't think that would happen.
I was looking thinking, have I got any black cards? No.
No.
I'm going to spend a brown card to reduce that down.
Yep. And that gets you a point.
So the same thing as last time.
What have I got? Remind me what these bottom two were again?
Play a construction site
Okay.
and construct a building.
Okay.
Just looking at one of these cards.
Oh, I haven't got any grey workers, either. And how many workers do you take per card? Is it 3?
Yes.
Okay. I'll spend a grey card,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll take
Take 3 grey workers. Yeah, so I am going to. I kind of want to keep that. Yeah, I'm going to use a pink card and 1 money to build a section of wall. There you go. Done. 4 o'clock. Final action for this round.
I can't decide between 2 things. So I'll talk it through. I'm either going to reduce this purple down to go up 1 to make sure that I have this influence, because Nick might do it next time.
Yeah,
Right.
I might. I'm that sort of guy.
Except he can't,
Why not?
because you've got a pink and a grey card in hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Actually.
So actually, I'm going
that
to
helps
do,
you make that decision?
Yeah, that does. Thank you, Paul. I'm going to spend the purple card to build a second piece of wall.
Yep.
For my last
your last coin.
money.
Yep.
Could I pass that one over?
Right, Nick, your last action.
Yeah, I am going to spend 2 money and put down another animal.
He's got another animal.
Take another
It's
majority.
an elephant.
Yeah, it's a giraffe, isn't it?
It's a giraffe.
Giraffe. I think it's a
I can
giraffe.
only see elephants from here.
But anyway, so I'll just put that. It doesn't really mean anything, does it? I think it gets me 2 points. So I spend my 2 money.
Yeah.
And then that goes there.
Oh, shocking. Right, and I'm going to play another card as a construction site, because that's clearly what I do. Right, we're all done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Phase 4. Majorities. Who's got the most wall pieces?
I
Gemma,
still do.
but you've already flipped over your token, so nothing changes there. Most animals
Yeah.
is Nick,
I do quite well on these
with
majorities.
his
so far.
giraffe groundhog combo.
Yeah.
Most buildings, 1 and 1, so nobody gets that. Most victory points,
So
Gemma, so you flip that over. And town hall is me and you tied, so we don't get that. Not doing very well on the majorities, am I? Okay, cleric moves down to here.
Yeah.
Buildings that were activated, you remove the activation tokens, start player passes.
Yep.
We go to season 3.
Thank you. Okay.
Cards.
I
What
will
would you like?
take. I'll take everything. I'll just take it
You can
myself.
probably grab
That's
the
all
card,
right. Yeah,
yeah.
that's more as well.
Um,
I'm just guessing.
now I need to roll high numbers. High numbers, Paul. That's what we need to roll.
3.
So Paul, just
Mhm.
remind me again. That one's gone down there.
Yeah. So every brown card you have with one of those symbols on
One of those
is worth
symbols.
1 extra point at the end of the game, which is basically every brown building.
Okay.
The only thing that isn't covered is the animals and the parks, which is for that one.
Is the
So I'm going to take 2 brown, an orange, and a purple.
could I take everything except from a pink, please?
One of those, and one of those. There you go.
Thank you.
Right. Phase 1, my park activates. I get a coin. It's my main source of income at the moment. Nobody's got any other parks, have they?
No.
Right. Phase 2. Let's roll them dice. Okay. Well,
Did I get a pink? Oh, I can't believe it. It was between pink and brown.
I don't know whether I took a pink either.
No. How many pinks have you got, Gemma? I bet they're all pink, aren't they?
No, I've got one because I
Okay,
drew one of every colour.
Okay.
So the black dice is a 4, which means this is moving to here. So pink cards with those icons are going to be worth an extra point at the end of the game. Disasters. The only one is pink. So we all move our unrest marker to there. And we can all now advance on the town hall, and it costs 3 money because we have 3 dice showing 1s.
Nobody can.
So, nope, none of us can advance on the town hall. Right. We go to phase 3. Actions.
I will spend a grey card.
Andre's got a good question. Very good question, Andre, that actually I had this afternoon. And Andre's question is, why bother putting the cleric at the top and then moving him down at the bottom? And it is because one of the card abilities allows you to move the cleric at the top before it goes down.
Okay.
So that's why. But I had exactly the same thought as you.
If it says gain 2 marks per se type of building, is that that I have or that everybody
that
has?
you have?
Okay.
Yeah.
I will spend a grey card and I will take 4 money.
Grey card for 4 money. Yeah, I think I need to do the same. At least I've got some money now.
I'm going to spend a pink card for 6 money.
Okay, so round marker goes down. Is there any situation where you couldn't just count it off the number of cards in your hand? There is.
Yeah, and that's why this is here.
I was going to say.
There are certain abilities in the game that allow you to draw cards.
Yeah.
And if we all did an ability that drew a card, we might forget how many actions we've had.
Yeah.
Plus, it's quite nice that it goes from 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So. Right. I have 0 buildings. We are almost a third of the way through the game, and I've got no buildings at all.
I'm going to spend another grey card. Take another 4 money.
Okay. So that's no good. What else is... So pink and grey are good for money. Other than that...
They're not.
They're not. They're really not. So I'm going to use an orange card and 2 money to build a section of wall here. So just as a reminder for those people watching, I could have built there or there. You can always build either left or right. I build there. And when I get to here, that means I'll get 3 points at the end of the game for reaching the 3rd space. Done.
I'm going to build a park.
Yep.
3 money.
3 money.
Do you want to?
Yep, we'll have a look at that. So Gemma's just built this park, which means every phase 1 you get an additional purple card. So that's after you've drawn up to your hand size of cards, you then do the park ability and you get an extra purple card afterwards. Doesn't mean you get more than 4 actions. You still only get 4 actions, but you'll have extra cards in hand.
Okay. So I think round marker again, and I'm going to spend a purple worker, and I'm going to lay foundation.
Another construction site?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so speaking of parks, I'm going to play a park as well that gives me, it costs me 3 money, and it's going to give me, do I want to do that? Actually, no, don't want to do that. I'm going to play, I'm going to use the purple card and 1 money to build a section of wall instead.
Ooh. Question on the majority for the wall: is it whoever's got the most altogether, or the most in one direction?
Altogether.
Oh, okay.
So I now currently have the most walls.
Yeah.
If I keep the most walls, then I will flip over one of my things.
What are you going to do, Joe? Because you're pretty precious about your walls, aren't you?
Well, you don't lose it.
But
you just stop me getting it.
I play a lot of games, Gemma, and I know what's coming now.
No, I don't want to get rid of that card though.
Yeah, I really wanted to play mine because it was a park that gave me a worker as income.
Yeah.
Money's been ridiculously tight in this game. So, top tip, strategy advice: if all the dice come out high, throw away all of your cards.
Yeah.
Don't do anything else, and just get loads of money.
I'm going to construct the building site. So I'm going to play that one and
a purple worker.
Purple worker.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So last
4
round
o'clock
here. I'm going to build a building for 3 money. So I will spend these 3. You don't need to discard anything else other than your money, do you? But mine's quite cool. It's got a good long action. When choosing the standard action, take money, gain 3 marks extra for the brown dice. So if it was a 6, I get 9 money.
Yeah.
There we go.
So whenever you take money from the brown dice, you get an extra 3.
Yeah. Every time, I think.
Every time. Yeah, because it's got the infinity.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a brown card to take 3 brown workers. Is that right?
Is it 3 of the same colour?
3 of the same colour.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not going to have a disease. I might lose all of my money, which would be bad. But I also don't want to play it. So, no, I'm just going to take 3 brown workers and hope for the best. Okay, Gemma.
I'm going to take 3 orange workers.
Okay.
That orange
Yep.
card there.
Yeah, good question in the chat. With that extra draw, does that mean that you have to discard down at the end of the round? If the answer is no, it just means you'll only draw 3 cards next round.
Okay.
Right, we're all done?
Yeah.
So phase 4, majorities. Most walls. Yay!
Well done.
Most animals.
Still me, I think.
Yeah. Most buildings.
2.
Yeah.
But you've already flipped it.
Yeah.
Most victory points.
Still
Gemma,
showing.
you've already flipped it. Town hall.
No,
Right, the cleric goes down. Activation markers come off. Again, none of us have been playing really buildings with activation markers on. Start player passes to me.
yes.
We start season
There
4.
you go.
Okay, so season 4. I am going to draw. Don't want to put all of my eggs in one basket, but I definitely want a brown and a grey and an orange, and I'm going to take a pink, and then I take a money. Okay, Gemma.
So I could I take one of everything except from the purple, but I also get
And
purple?
then you get the purple as a bonus.
What's that? Why'd you get an extra card?
Because of my draw 1 additional purple card each time.
Okay. So how many cards do you get in your hand then?
So I've got
So
6
you've now got
cards.
6, but you will only play 4 of them. So you will end the round with 2 cards in hand.
Okay. I am going to take 2 browns, 2 greys. See what happens.
Right, phase 1 done. Phase 2, here we go. Bad
Be
stuff might
kind.
happen. Okay, so we have brown disasters and orange disasters.
That's that one and that one.
Is everybody okay?
Hmm.
Everybody's okay so far? Okay, I'm just going to do a zoom in of my playboard, just so we can see. So one more pink disaster for me, one more brown disaster, and one more purple disaster, and the disaster actually happens. But I'm not in any danger of that. So yeah, I need to be very careful about this. The cleric, it's black 4, so it goes on there. We've done the disasters, so advancing up the town hall
Costs 3.
costs 3. I'm going to do it,
Sure.
even though that's most of my money again. Oh, why didn't I take more brown cards?
Can I return my
Have you-
brown card for 6 money? Oh, can we go up the wall?
Have you advanced up the town hall?
We haven't got this. Gemma's trying to decide now whether she's going.
No, at the start, did you? You
No,
didn't, did you?
I haven't
So you're
yet,
still at the
so
start.
I'm still at the
It's moving up here.
Oh, sorry.
We're in phase.
Yes, please.
3 money?
3 money.
You move up there.
And I'll spend 3. And I'll
3
go
money.
as well.
You move to there. Right, so that's phase 2 done.
Ready to
Right.
play.
Yeah,
So
well,
phase 3. Yeah, I'd be silly if I didn't. So brown card, 6 money. Done.
Same for me.
Oh, I need to reset the clock. Brown card, 6 money. Nick, brown card, 9 money.
please. Yep. I'll go for that one. 9 money.
Right. Oh, except now I can't do the thing that I was going to do because of the thing. Oh. Rats. Okay. I'm just going to have a look through the discard pile.
Can I just ask, if it's that
Yeah.
one, you mean you do it one time if it's with the lightning bolt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the card I want is not there. So that's actually no good. Right, instead, let's... Grey card, 2 money. I'm going to build a second wall on the left side. Okay, done. It's 2 o'clock, isn't it? Yep. Was the extra purple card drawn by Gemma? Yes, Gemma drew. So Gemma's got 1 more card in hand than the rest of us.
I'm actually going to play it. It's an animal.
Okay. Costing 2 money. Seal.
That one there is you lose 1 building.
Yes.
But if I've got this building that's rubbish and I
Yep.
only did it just to flip that tile, I could do with getting rid of it and it would
Yeah.
keep the foundation.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
actually there's no harm. I'm not going to lose
For
any
you,
points or anything.
You want one of your buildings to burn down to free up the construction site,
Yeah.
so you can build a better one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to spend a grey worker to put down a foundation
And
site.
the construction site. Okay. 3 o'clock. Oh, it's all gone a bit wrong here. I'm going to throw that away for 4 money.
I'm going to throw my orange card away for 5 money.
Oh, orange is 5. Oh, I missed that. Oops.
I'm going to spend 9 money and construct another building. When choosing the standard action, construct a building, reduce 1 disaster level of that colour.
Nice.
Can I do that now? I can't if it's grey anyway, I suppose.
Okay. 4 o'clock. Discard that for 5 money. Right. Now we got the money. Oh, I might lose it all in a minute. Maybe I won't do that. I am close to losing all of my workers, all of my money. So instead, I'm going to play another animal. I'm going to play a very expensive deer. It's very dear. Right, done. Except you've already got 2 animals, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Does that lose all your work?
It's all your workers. The disease is,
Okay.
yeah, all your workers. Yeah, he likes his punishing brutality, does. It's just something you've got to take into account.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just keep throwing stuff away and building it up.
I'm going to discard a pink card for 4 money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get rid of a brown for 9.
9 money. Right. Okay, so that's phase 3 done. Phase 4, majorities. Walls is still me. Animals, I've got 2, but you've got 2. Buildings,
3.
3 buildings, but you've already got the majority. Points, still there. Town hall, no. Cleric moves down. Activation tokens get removed. Again, we still haven't had any activation tokens. Start player passes. We are halfway through. Phase 1. So you draw 3 cards. And then you get the purple one.
You're really committing yourself to the purple cards here, though, by playing that one, aren't you? Is it a good thing?
It's
Not really. Because you just get a purple card each time.
But
Gives you
could
more
you not have
choice.
just chosen a purple? Ah, okay.
Could I take a orange, pink and brown?
Orange, pink, brown, and then you get your purple. There you go.
Thank you.
Nick.
Me. I'm going to go 2 greys and 2 browns.
I'm going to go 2 browns, a grey, and a pink. Nope, purple. And also in phase 1, I get a money. Right. Are we ready for phase 2? Here we go. Oh, that was a 1. Okay, so first of all, the cleric moves to position 1. It means purple buildings are going to be worth points at the end of the game. We have grey and purple disasters. So we have our first actual disaster. So I move my grey marker, but I also move my purple marker, which means this disaster happens here. So let's go through.
Which one's the bottom one?
We can try and focus the camera a little bit because it doesn't seem to want to focus. There we go. So let's go through the different disasters. The top disaster, if that happens, you lose a piece of wall if you've got one. This one is a fire. You lose one of your buildings, but the construction site below remains. This one, you lose all of your money. This one, you lose all of your workers. And this one, you lose a construction site. If there was a building on the construction site, you put the building back in your hand. So I have got this, which is a flood, I believe. So what happens is I lose one of my construction sites and then I slide all of the markers back to the left. Oops. It doesn't really matter which construction site I'll lose, so I'm just going to lose that one. Gemma, have you had any disasters?
No, I moved.
No disasters. Nick, any disasters over there?
Not yet.
No disasters over there. Right, so that was just me. What else happens in phase 2? We've done that. Town hall. So the cost to move up the town hall is 2.
Yes, I'd like to.
How many?
You can only do it once.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'll definitely do it then, if that's the case.
Yeah, and I'm definitely doing it as well. Right, phase 3. Off we go. Actions.
I'm going to spend my grey card for 6 money.
6 monies. Did I take a grey card? I did. Hey. Yeah, I've definitely not got going in this game. It's really interesting compared to the game I played this afternoon because we had lots of money in that game, and therefore by this point we already had 4 or 5 buildings out because I rolled really low for money in rounds 2 and 3, it's kind of stifled our growth. So this is not an atypical game that you're seeing here.
I'm going to spend a grey card.
Mhm.
6 money.
6 money. You don't need to do the same. Grey card, 6 money. Who's got all the 3s? Nick has. Right, 2 o'clock. I am going to play a building, obviously.
I am going to construct a building.
Mhm.
So it's 12 money.
12 money.
Oh, hell.
I do want to.
Cool, this must be a powerful one. 12 is the most expensive one. So what this is each time another player constructs a building, you get 2 money.
Really going off you tonight.
One doing that.
No, it's a separate thing.
Oh, it's a
That's whenever you use an action to reduce disasters.
Oh, understood.
So I've got this one here. I'm going to ask a question.
Mhm.
Return 1 grey worker and gain 2 points for every 3 grey sites. Well, these are sites.
Yeah.
But it's only me, isn't it?
It's only
not
you.
yours.
Yeah. Which card number is it?
022. Then I got one more question.
Mhm.
Return 1 purple worker.
Yeah, that's spend 1.
Yeah. Draw 1 card and perform a standard action with that card.
Yep.
That gets me a free turn. That would get me a free turn.
It's a free turn.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had that in the last game. Very good.
I will spend a brown worker to build a site.
Okay, so I think I want to do some constructing of walls. So I'm going to throw that away with 3 money to construct my 3rd wall piece here. That's going to get me 3 points at the end of the game for doing that. Um, 3 o'clock.
I'm going to spend my purple card to reduce
2 purple disasters
2 purple
and get
disasters
2 points.
and get 2 points. I don't need to put a thing on, do I? Because it's...
No, because it's got the infinity. If it didn't have the infinity, you would now have to put that on it to show that you've activated the building. And yeah, that's a part of the game that we're not seeing. Because the only abilities we've got are all infinity abilities.
Until now.
Until now.
I'm going to spend 9 money and do the action that I just described.
Okay.
Even though I don't have any purple workers this round.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So using that is not an action. You can do it at any time
For
when it's
free.
your turn in phase 3.
And that's
So-
when we would put the...
I get 2
Okay.
money.
Because Nick has
because
just
Nick
constructed
has
a building.
Constructed a building.
Go on.
Yeah. Sneaky people.
It is. Oh, actually, I should have done this. When choosing the standard action construct a building, reduce 1 disaster level of that colour.
So your brown disaster level
Is that
goes
what
down
actually-
1.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Nice. Combos.
What do you think?
Right. Okay. So we're still close to losing all of our money. So, but if I did that and that, oh, that would have worked if it weren't for that. Oh, this is all. Oh, that's nonsense. Right. Let's build another piece of wall. So that 3 money. Let's build a piece of wall there.
Ah. Have you got enough wool?
Nope.
Did you take 3
Uh,
points doing that?
No, you do get the points at the end.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 4 o'clock.
So this is the last...
The last action of this round, of this season.
I'm going to return an orange card for 4 money.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I could be doing. I could have been reducing these. Oh.
I'm going to spend a grey card, take 6 money.
So, my last action. I think... Yeah, and I can't quite afford that. So, I need to take a risk. I'm either going to get workers or I'm going to get money. Because I can't play either of them. I could put that down as a building site. That might be the safest thing to do.
You've got loads of buildings.
I've got loads of building sites. I haven't got any buildings.
But what's it going to get you, though?
Nothing. But doing the other thing was too risky.
No.
So, phase 4. Majorities. Walls is still me. Animals. Still 2 each. Buildings. Still you. Victory points. Still Gemma. Town hall. Nobody. Right. Cleric moves down. Activation markers are removed. Start player passes. Off we go to season 5. Nick to take cards first.
Yes, I will take a grey, 2 browns, and purple.
I'm going to take orange, grey, pink, brown. Gemma.
Can I take an orange and a grey, and then I get a purple as well, please?
So orange and grey.
Yep.
You've got 2 cards in hand.
Yep.
So you get an extra 1.
Um.
You draw up to 5, and then you get your purple afterwards.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, of course. Can I have another orange, please?
Okay, there we go. Right, Dice of Doom. Here we go. Ugh.
Hell with horses, look at that.
Okay, so first of all, the cleric is number 6. So it's going to there. Then disasters. It's a grey disaster for everybody. Followed by a token. So
Can I have an
first.
orange?
Pink. Is that going to trigger? No. Mine is brown. So I've got disease, which means I lose all of my workers.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Gemma's got a
Purple. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not going well. Okay. I think I forgot to do my park. I did forget to do my park in phase 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So we've done that. Town hall. Advancing up the town hall is going to cost 4 because we have 2 and a 2. Nick, it's you first.
How many more rounds of this game have we got
This
after
is there's 2 more after this. This is season 5 of 8.
Oh, is it worth it or not? I don't. So we've got 3 more, 2 more including 3 more including.
3
this
more
one. So the
including
max
this
I
one.
could really get to probably be 1, 2, 3.
Which is 7 points. Yeah.
Okay, I think I will. So that's what 4 money. Sorry.
4 money to go up. I can't afford it because I only have 3 money. This is your
You should
opportunity.
have taken 2 ones back.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Well done.
Yes, I'm going to.
There
as
you
well.
go.
Thank you.
You'll get the majority at the end unless something happens. Right, phase 3. Nick, you're first.
Yes. I can really do that building. Believe this. I've just drawn 3 cards that are exactly the same.
Oh, right,
They say
okay.
exactly the same on the top,
Right, just different colours.
and they're all rubbish.
That's good.
What do I want to do? Sorry, can I have a moment? You get these standees when you get to the end. Of
Yes.
the building.
So
We
these
haven't said that.
statues, which we haven't covered yet, but the first statue that's available is the 9-pointer, and that is gained as soon as one player builds to the end, and then that statue goes and gets replaced by the next one. And the victory point values of these statues is based on the number of players in the game. So in a 3-player game, it's the 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 2.
Okay. I'm going to return a purple card and take
Oh, round 6.
3 purple.
Round
markers.
6. Yeah, I can't count. It's been a long day.
That's right, isn't it? I can do that. Yeah.
So I need money. And lots of it. Got some really good cards here, but they're very situational. And they're not working for me. These cards are not working properly.
I think we're getting to the point in the game now where you're picking up cards thinking, that would have been really
That
good.
would have been really good at the start.
But not good to me now.
Or that could be amazing right now, except it isn't, because it's based on the values on the dice, and it's actually a bit rubbish at the moment. But if I'm going to do that, and then that, and then that, and then that, that works. Oh, but that's rubbish as well. Yeah, it's all a bit rubbish. But the first thing I'm going to do is throw away a grey card for 6 money, because that's easy. Right, done. 2 o'clock. No? No, not yet. Still 1 o'clock.
Generally,
Yes,
good.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely to go. I'm going to build another animal for 4
Oh.
money.
So
How
that's
many
the third
do you want?
animal.
No, second, because
Oh,
that is
that's a park.
park.
Okay,
Sorry.
right.
4 money.
4 money for a bear.
Okay.
Right, now it's 2 o'clock.
Yeah. I'm going to take the first free action, that one, of this
Okay,
game.
right. So you place an
So
activation
I place
marker
one of
on
these
it.
anchors
Did
on.
you not do that last time?
No, because I only played it last time, and I didn't
you-
have a purple worker.
Oh, you didn't have a purple worker
No,
last time.
that was why I had to get that one. So
When
I
did you get the purple workers? Just now?
just now. That's
Ah,
my thing.
right. Okay, yeah.
So I return 1 purple worker, and I draw 1 card and perform a
Yeah.
standard.
So
action.
choose a card.
Doesn't have to be purple.
Nope, can be anything.
Okay. I am. What colour is that? Pink. I will take a pink card.
Oh, yeah, that's what I should be doing.
Shall I show it
Yeah, well, you now take a standard action with that card,
with that card?
which
What
can
does
be
it
any
say?
one of the 6
Return 1 orange worker, gain 1 point per orange site.
if you play it as a building.
Yeah.
But you can't play it as a building because you don't have any construction sites.
No. I should have really thought of that first, shouldn't I? I'm going to spend it.
Yeah.
Reduce that.
Reduce
threat
that
marker,
and gain a point.
And I'll take a point, please.
There you
Which is why I. get
Okay,
that
so
card.
that wasn't an action.
Oh no. Okay.
That's just activating a building.
I'm going to construct a site
Okay,
with a great work.
it's slightly off camera.
Oh, is
So
it?
if you want to,
Should I put that one up?
yeah,
Can I go there with this space?
yep, that works. Right, I'm gonna throw away this pink card to reduce that by 1 and get a point. Yeah, I've got a point.
And I'm going to return a purple card for 4 money.
Good card for money. All right, 3 o'clock.
I'm going to return a brown card and take 7 money. And the 3 cards I had were all that, just gain 1 point.
Right, but if you got them early and you played them,
Oh, is that
They're-
every round?
it's every round.
Oh.
It's a park.
Oh, hang on a sec then. But it's not that. No.
It's effectively 2 points.
It's too late.
Plus the 1 for the card.
Oh, all right. Well, can I swap it for that one?
Sure.
Thanks. You're very kind.
There you go. Right, so we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. I think I can do this. Yes, I am going to play an orange card and 4 money to build a section of wall there. Done. Check out my lovely construction sites. We're doing a tour at 5 o'clock.
It's like you're a property developer that's run out of money.
I'm going to build another animal.
Another one.
Oh, Gemma.
Getting the animals.
Goodness.
2, 3, 4. And that is a cheetah.
Cheetah.
Like
Right.
No.
4 o'clock.
What colour is that colour? Brown. I'm going to spend 3 money to build. Oh, what am I going to do? I don't think that's the right action. I'm going to take that 3 back. I'm going mad.
It's 4 o'clock. He's not had his cup of tea.
No. I'm going to spend 9 money.
Oh.
Actually.
Are you,
It's a big one.
are you building a building?
I am, yeah.
So I
Take
can
So you get
pay
2 money.
2 money.
So I'm going to do this one here. And it says draw 2 cards
Let's just have a look at that on the big
on the big
on the
screen.
big screen. So you play it. It has an immediate effect of draw 2 cards and then play them as sites for free. So that's what the iconography means. Draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
And play them as sites without spending workers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And they can be any colour I choose, can't they?
Well, it doesn't say draw 2 cards from the pink deck. Is the iconography of the thing any colours?
No, it's got all the colours.
It's got all the colours, yeah. It basically means draw any 2 cards.
I'm trying to work out what benefit there would be to any particular.
If you've got cards that trigger off certain coloured sites,
Yeah, I don't.
otherwise there is no benefit.
I'll just go for. What does make a difference? Let's go orange and pink. For a different. But because I've got this one, when taking the action construct a building, reduce 1 disaster level of that colour, I'm going to move my
So
brown.
brown moves down. That's really good. Yeah.
That is really good.
Okay, I'm going to spend 3 money to build a park bench, which I'm going to put here. So I've got a park bench with a lovely view of some trees and 2 animals. Done. Can we play another 8 seasons after this one? Because I think I'm just about starting to get something going.
I'm going to build a construction site.
Because we're an orange worker.
1 orange worker.
We are all done. So, phase 4, majorities. Walls is still me. Animals is now Gemma. You have more animals, I believe, than anybody else.
Yes, I do, yeah.
So you
So
flip
I
over
get
that.
this one?
Yep. Buildings, still Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Points, still Gemma. Town hall is also Gemma. So you flip over that token
This
as well.
one here as well.
Wow, look at all them majorities.
What one was that? Oh,
That one was for
Oh, yeah.
points. Yeah. So the only one you don't have is most buildings, which to be
Yeah.
honest is going to be tricky to
Yeah.
get with Nick.
Probably struggle. There's quite an aggressive expansion plan going on here.
Right, what else happens in phase 4? The cleric moves down. Activation tokens are removed.
Yep.
Start player passes.
So that goes to you.
Season 7. Replenish cards in hand and get 2 money. I'm going to take the 2 money now before I forget. So I'm going to take a pink, another pink, got no workers. Rubbish. Need money. Desperately need money. Going to take a grey. I'm going to take a purple. Okay, Gemma.
can I take?
Only 2 cards in hand?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you basically you'll have 2 cards in hand at the end of each round
Yeah.
instead of 1. Yeah.
2 greys, a brown, and a purple. The purple being.
Yeah, 2 greys and a brown, and then your 3 purple.
Thank you.
There you go. And any phase 1 abilities?
You
Apart
got
from the
Yeah,
purple
that
card.
would be
2 money.
one.
haven't
I got my 2 money.
You got
Yeah.
that, okay.
Oh.
I'm
Oh, hello. Well, that changes. Depends on the dice.
grey. Three browns.
Ooh.
That's different because you've already got a brown.
Yeah, no, but I get 3 extra money for them, you see.
Yeah.
So that's why, because I was thinking a minute ago, at the start of the game, I was getting really confused as to why do we have to choose a colour in the card. It didn't make any sense. But then,
It doesn't
when
at the
you get these
start.
special abilities, so now if I get 3 extra, if I get 6, I'm getting 9 every go.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yes.
Okay, right. Phase 2. Here we go.
Orange. Oh.
Okay, so Cleric goes on space number 3. We have no disasters. None at all.
What about the brown?
Apart from brown. Sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
we have a brown disaster.
Yeah.
But that doesn't trigger anybody's.
No.
No, we're all okay. Right.
Just might be worth pointing out, what bonus points are we getting so far?
So
then?
at the moment, at the end of the game, that's going to be here, right? So every purple building is worth 1 extra point. Every grey building is worth 1 extra point. Every pink building is worth 2 extra points. Every brown building is worth 1 extra point, and every animal or park is worth 2 extra points.
Okay.
And then we've still got this one to go.
Yeah.
Right. So what else happens in phase 2? We have the town hall. The town hall costs 1 to advance up the town hall. I will spend 1 to advance up the town hall.
I'll spend 1.
And if you could.
Okay, right. Phase 3. Me first. So this is the round where I'm going to do something. Maybe. Or I may completely mess it all up again. Yeah. No workers. So what's good for money? Brown. Brown is good for money. And I don't want the card. So I'm going to get rid of that for 5 money. Done. Yeah, I think if you ever get cards that just don't work with the strategy,
Yeah.
I think the email address is complaints@queengames.com and they send you a whole new copy of the game.
Excellent.
I think that's how it works.
I'm going to spend 3 money to play a park. So I also get an additional pink card next time
Right.
as well.
And parks are worth 2 extra points.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the take that part of this game? Because there is a little bit of one.
there's a little bit of it, but it isn't targeted.
No.
So the take that mechanism in this game affects all other players rather than you choose a player.
Yeah.
So I personally have no problems with that
Okay.
in games.
Gemma, any thoughts from you?
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
That's right.
Sorry, I was looking at the
Cards
card.
that hurt other players.
Oh, I love those cards.
I'll spend a brown card and I'll take 8 money.
8 money.
How are you taking 8 money? Sorry.
Because he gets +3 every time he uses a brown card.
Oh,
to
and
take
that's why
money.
you picked up all the brown cards.
Yeah. So 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Do we do the thing? I think we do. I'm going to do it. I'm going to play a pink card. I'm going to spend 5 money. And we're going to build the final piece of the wall.
Oh, how
here.
exciting.
So what happens is I get this, which is a 9-pointer statue at the end of the game. And then the 7-point statue comes in.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, if I lose that 5th piece of the wall, I keep the statue.
And so does it mean that if you build out here, you can
I will
also
get the
that
next
one?
statue. Yeah, there's 2 spaces for your statues.
Yeah.
Yay! I've done something.
I'm going to spend a brown card for 5 money.
Okay. I'm going to take my free action this round, like that.
Spend a purple worker.
And I'll take a card, and I'll take a card, and I'll unsurprisingly take a brown one. If no die result is a 1 or 2, pay 4 marks in advance, 1 space on the town hall track.
That's a phase 2 ability.
Yeah, not really much good this late in the game, is it?
Throw it away for 8 money.
Yeah, please.
Money is not worth anything at the end of the game.
Yeah, you can't take it with you, Gemma. Yeah.
No. Don't forget to pay the purple worker.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I've got just enough to last me to the end of the game as well. But...
Right. 3 o'clock. So how much money have I got left? 3. That's not enough. I've been coping without any workers. So I might lose a piece of the wall, which is fine, because that's not going to lose me any points. If I lose that, I don't lose any points. So that's okay.
But you don't get the second standee if you rebuild back up.
Correct. Because that standee has been placed there.
And it's on one side of the wall.
It's on one side of the
love
wall.
that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So we're going to throw that away for 3 money. Done.
I'm going to build a pink
Entertainment building, a theatre. Yep.
theatre.
Hang on a minute. I'm sorry.
What?
I took my free action and I didn't take
Oh, you didn't take your actual action. Yeah, good point.
I'm
I'll
so
take it
sorry.
back up.
Because you called it an action.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You
That's all right.
I was wondering, I'm counting my cards, I was looking at the round mark, I was thinking how I've done that. I'm going to spend 9 money and build another building.
And I'll take 2 money for
Then I'll
that.
take 2. So I will spend 9.
What does this building do?
And this is why I asked about the take that. If you want
Okay,
to show
so
it, if you
yeah,
want to
we'll
tell
show
us
this
what
one
it
on
does.
screen. So immediately when you place it, all other players must discard a building of their choice. Which doesn't affect me,
So you're
because I don't have a building. So,
That's not fair.
yeah.
You were all up for it a moment ago.
You said you love those cards.
Yeah, you said they were your favourites.
So you lose a building.
Sorry.
Which one are you going to lose?
Do we only have 1 round left after this one?
After this one, yes.
Okay, I'll get rid of this one.
So I'm also then going to move my threat marker down 1
Because of your
because of my free
special
ability.
ability. Right, so that was your thing. I did my thing.
I was building for 3
You were building for
3
3
money.
a theatre. Yeah. Which has an activated ability which you can use now or at any point in this.
What is it? What does it say?
Sorry, at any point in this season. Return a grey worker to gain 1 mark per grey site
I
that you
don't know
have.
any
You
grey
don't have any grey
sites,
sites.
so-
It's worth a point. In fact, it's
I
worth
would-
3 points because of
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
wanted a pink one.
that. No, we're still 3 o'clock. You'll go.
Yeah. So how many cards have you?
I've got 2.
Who's the start player?
Me.
Okay,
So it's fine.
yeah, alright, okay. Sorry. What do I want to do? It's too late to be started, I think, and I haven't got any right.
Well, if you can build 2 wall segments, it's 3 points
Yeah.
at the cost of 5 money, and you've got loads of money. So it's 3 points.
I bought a card that would have been really good to have built right at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Pay 3 fewer money
Whenever you're...
every construct action.
Wow.
That would have been really powerful.
But that's a 12 cost card.
Mm.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, the 12 cost cards are crazy powerful.
I've got one here I'm not sure I understand. Select 1 university card, construct it as a building for free
Yeah.
on an empty site.
So what you do
shuffle
with
deck.
those is that's the icon for the discard pile. So what you do is you look through the discard pile
Yeah.
for a university card,
Okay. Are there
and
any?
then you do what it says with it. There is a university card there.
Okay.
It's not a very good one.
Are there
It's a
any
cheap
ones that are higher value?
In fact, is that a university card? No, the book's the university, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a book.
Yeah, it's a book.
So yeah, that one was a cheap one
Okay.
with an immediate ability that you gain 2 marks for each of your buildings.
I discarded that one earlier. Yeah. Okay.
End of game, 2 points for every university card you have.
Okay.
So that with that one is actually 4 points.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good one.
Okay. Any more?
Yep. Immediately draw 4 cards to your hand and then discard 4 cards.
Right. Okay.
And I think that's it.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, that's it. So there's a really good one in there for you.
Okay. So I would need though 2 sites because there's no point me building that one now.
Correct.
I don't want any brown workers. I can't believe it. Don't laugh, Gemma. That's horrible.
I will laugh because you got rid of one of my buildings.
Oh dear. I will return the card and take 3 brown workers then.
Okay. Right. 4 o'clock. Got the cards the wrong way around. So, I'm going to play for 6 money a Jaguar.
Okay.
Done.
That's not the end of the round, is it? I've got 2 cards.
It is for me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You'll stop there.
I'm
I'm
done.
mad.
Yeah.
I'm going to return an orange card for 4 money.
4 money.
I'm going to spend a brown worker to build a construction site.
Okay.
And then this will be the moment that burns that one down, won't it, as well?
So this is the end of season 7. So we do the majorities. I don't think the majorities have changed.
No.
I don't have the most. I certainly don't have the most buildings. I don't have the most points, and I don't have that. So no change in any of the majorities.
No.
Nobody gets it. Activation markers are removed.
Yep.
Cleric moves down. Start player moves on for the last time. And off we go. We start the final season. So, Gemma, what cards would you like?
A pink, orange, and brown, please. Oh, and then I get another pink and another purple
Oh, yeah.
because of
Because of that. Lots of choice. I'm going to take my 2 money before I forget.
Yeah. I'm going to take 1, 2 brown. Take 3 brown. Why not?
Is that it again?
Yeah, and I don't know. Actually, no, that's a good point. What's
So at the moment, we don't know where
That
this
one's
one's going to
going
go,
to
but purple buildings are worth 1 extra, grey buildings are worth 1 extra,
Yeah.
pink buildings are worth 2 extra, brown buildings are worth 1 extra, and all animals and parks are worth 2 extra.
I'm going to take 2 pinks then instead.
I'm also taking another pink. I'll have to look at that one. I'm planning to play that one. So I take a pink. I'm going to take another pink. I'm going to take a purple. I'm going to take a grey. Okay. So that was phase 1. And we've done all of our phase 1 abilities. So phase 2, we haven't had much in the way of disasters in this game. I got hit by...
I could
The
have
plague.
2 this time.
Has anybody been hit by anything? I got hit by the plague,
No.
and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's normally a lot more. It's just the way the dice has come out. Okay, so that was there. That was there.
What you got,
That
Jeremy?
was there.
Oh dear.
That was there.
Bugger
Okay,
you.
so first of all, the cleric is going here.
Which is
3. Grey.
grey. Okay.
Now we have purple, pink, and grey.
So I am going to have a
Purple,
disaster
pink, and grey.
on grey, so I lose a piece of wall.
You lose a piece of wall. I also lose a piece of wall. I lose that one.
So purple,
Purple,
pink.
pink, and grey. No disasters for you. You've
No.
avoided all of the disasters. Excellent.
We
Um,
can look through the discard pile at any time,
yeah.
can't we? May I just?
So we've done that. Town Hall. It's going to cost 3 to move up on the Town Hall, starting with Gemma. Oh, 2 money. It's effectively going to be worth 2 points to you.
I'm going to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
3 money.
Nick, do you want to move up
2.
for 2
How much
points?
was it? Sorry.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, right. And now we go to the final phase 3. Didn't Paul have 2 disasters? Lost a building and all his workers. Oh, yeah. No, did I lose a building? No, I lost a building site.
Yes.
Yeah, I lost a construction site. So, yeah, 3 disasters have befallen me this game. Right, off we go then.
Okay, I'm going to discard a grey card for 6 money.
Strong.
How much money did you get? Sorry.
6.
6. Right, I have a plan. Yeah, this is quite funny. I don't think I've ever played a game. I mean, this is a re-implementation of Bruges, which I've played a lot. I've played this a couple of times. I don't think I've played a single game of this where I didn't build a single building.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is that, do you think?
Because I'm not very good.
Well, you won last time we played this game.
Yeah, but that was ages ago.
You slept with you.
I've slept a couple of times since then.
Um,
I've definitely made some wrong decisions.
Okay.
I could blame some of the cards.
blame some of the other players.
I could blame some of the other players.
Yeah.
I've definitely made a couple of wrong decisions. But also, the zoos and the parks, I didn't have the expansion for Bruges, which introduced them.
Okay.
And I've done quite a few of them.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I've been doing different things.
What's worth a lot of money? Pink.
Pink. Well, pink's worth 6, brown is worth 5 to you.
Yeah.
And yes, you don't need building sites for the parks and the zoos. So,
I'm going to return a pink card and I'll
6
take
money?
6 money, please.
ditto. 2 o'clock.
So can I do this one?
You can.
As a
So
free
you,
action.
yeah, you put the activation token on it
So I
you
return,
return a
a
grey
grey
worker.
worker to build a grey.
to gain 1 mark per grey site.
You haven't
Oh,
got
I
any.
haven't
got a
got
grey
any.
site.
That's such a nutter.
You don't
Why,
want it.
why am I doing that?
I don't know. You're more than welcome to do it if you want to.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Were you looking at a card in your hand and reading that?
I don't know what I was doing. Okay, I'm going to build another animal for 6 money. for
Don't build
this,
another animal.
This
It's a walrus.
Walrus.
Yeah.
So how many animals is that you've got?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4 animals.
Oh, just when I thought I was going to...
You know the free thing?
Yeah.
Can I do it at any point?
I believe so.
Before and after I play my
Before
new card?
or after, yeah.
Okay.
Just once during the round is the only limitation.
Yeah. What's this shuffle the deck thing all about?
This.
Why do I need to shuffle it?
So
if
I
can
asked
choose
about
it?
that earlier on today because
Yeah.
I thought it was unusual, and
Yeah.
I got told yes, it is a thing. I don't quite know why,
Oh.
but after you've taken the card from it, you then shuffle it.
Might there be cards that say take the top one off this?
I'm
thing?
not sure. I've not seen one, but it was one of the queries that I had.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to build this building here. So Gemma, you get your 2 marks for free.
You get your 2
Don't
marks.
forget my mark.
Okay.
You spend 6,
I spend 6.
and are you taking it?
Yes, I'll take the. It's near the top. The university one.
It was that one.
Yeah, please. I think.
So you build it for free,
I build it for free.
and it's worth 2 points for every university building you have at the end of the game, which is 6 points.
Yeah.
That's massive.
And I get to move that one across as well.
That's huge.
And I will return. I'm going to do it now if that's okay.
Yeah. So you activate the building,
Do you want one of these?
return a
Please.
purple worker.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. So I've done that.
Wrong one. Wrong building.
I'm sorry.
It's that one.
What?
Building.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Draw a card.
Yeah. What colour do I want? I'm going to go pink. I love when it's game points per each type of building and then you don't have it. I'm going to spend a pink worker,
For another construction site.
and I will put it here. So
Yeah, because that's the only place that's on camera.
Yeah.
You now can't build any other buildings
No.
because they won't fit on camera.
Okay.
Right. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to spend 4 money. And I'm going to play a polar bear.
Oh, I thought you were going to build a building.
Nah, I'm all about the animals. Animals are worth 2 extra points. Right, 3 o'clock.
I'm going to spend a pink card to get 6 money.
6 money.
Me now, sorry.
Yep.
I'm going to build another building, so Gemma, you can take your 2 free
More
money.
money.
And it's a brown building, even though
Where
I've
are
got
you
down.
getting all this money from?
What's this? Oh, because I keep flipping.
You keep
these ones.
flipping brown cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 6 money.
It's a great card for me as well. Gain 2 additional points during final scoring for each active majority marker. So it gets me 6 points there.
And
it
it's
gets
another
me
university
there.
building.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
So I'm going to spend that 6.
It's called a combo. Yep.
That's it.
I am going to return a pink card to move that back to get 1 point. Right, 4 o'clock, last action of the game.
I'm going to build a building for 9 money. I know that we don't matter there,
But
it
it's,
gets me
it's
to-
worth an extra. It's worth 5 points at the end of the game. So what would it do? A disaster is triggered only if you would need to increase
push it the fourth
fourth time.
So that's
Right. I had a card earlier that I didn't understand, and I was going to ask Queen Games after the stream what it meant.
Okay.
I now don't need to.
What was
So I had a card that was a once, when it comes into play, I can move 3 of the same disaster tokens to the left.
Okay.
Right.
so-
Well, if you ever move 3 to the right, the disaster triggers. It's because of that. So if you have that, the disaster doesn't trigger when you're at 3, and therefore that card is great, and it moves them all to the left.
Right, okay.
Right, okay. Makes sense.
So that's your last go of the game.
That is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes me very happy. For reasons you'll find out.
not another animal.
Well, technically yes, but it's actually not.
You don't get any points for money.
No.
I wouldn't get any points for building another piece of wall now, would I?
No.
No.
So move a disaster token back is a point.
Oh yeah.
That's what I did it for.
Okay, I will do that then, please.
Yeah.
So it's just the card.
Pink card, moves that back, you get a point.
I'll have a point, please. Thanks.
Okay, so yeah, it's an animal card, but it's actually not an animal. It's a place to.
What is it? I can't see.
It's a
it.
cafe. I think it's like a cafe area in the
Can
zoo.
you put it on the screen? Can I have a
I can
look?
put it on the zoo.
Does it count as an animal?
It counts as an animal card. It's
Okay.
basically it's a zoo.
It's like a pagoda. Pagoda?
Yeah,
Pagoda.
something like that.
No, not pagola. A pagoda.
Pagoda.
It's Japanese.
Okay, right.
Not pagola like we've got in the card.
Which cost me all of my remaining money, and that is it. So, phase 4 majorities.
So you're going to get the
Yay! I've got
majority.
5
Wow.
animal
Yeah.
cards.
Good job.
I mean, they're actually zoo cards, but right. Buildings.
No, still no.
Me. Points is still you. Town hall is still you. Right. Okay. The cleric moves down to there. Activation tokens removed, but we don't need to do that.
I don't know.
We're now just
You
going to
take
go
yours
to
off.
final
I
scoring.
don't need to.
So let's go through. Gemma, points for your buildings that are in play, not modified by this. Just the points printed on the
So
buildings.
3, 7, 8. What about these ones?
Yep. All of those.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
There's a wrong translation on the card. You are allowed to put back 3 disasters of any colour. Oh right, thank you,
That's
Rick.
cool.
Thank you for that.
I've forgotten now. 18, I think.
18 points. So you're on 10. I go to 28. Nick.
I've got 1, 2, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 18, 19,
22.
22.
So 1, 11, 21, 22. I've got 2, 4, 6. I've got 12. 1, 2, 12. Right. Next, step 2. Points for cards with end of game scoring printed on them, which is your super massive university.
Yes, yeah.
8 points.
So I've got this one here. Gain 2 additional points during final scoring for each active majority marker. So I've got 6 there, please.
Okay, so 6 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 8 for the other one.
Yeah, please.
Wow. Okay. Step 3 is based on these. So, points for purple buildings. So one point for each purple building, none. 2 points for each grey building. In fact, let's do that. We'll do that individually. So everybody gets 1 point per purple building. So none there,
No.
none there. Right. Grey buildings, 2 points per grey building.
2.
So you get 4 points.
I've got 2.
So you get. Do you want to do your own points?
Oh, sorry.
2,
That's
4.
all right. Just because you're over there. Surprise, surprise. None for me. Pink buildings
1,
are worth 2 points.
2.
2
2.
there. 2 there.
That was worth it.
Brown buildings are worth 1 point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, and zoo cards and parks are worth 2 points.
So I've got 2.
14.
14?
Yeah, but that's that's the
How many are
only
they
point.
worth? Sorry.
2 points each.
Oh.
And you've got 2 of them.
Oh, sorry. I should have gone up.
Yeah, 2 because there's 2 clerics.
Did I just go up? I went up 2, didn't I? Yeah, I didn't go 4.
I've got 6, so that's
So
12.
12 points.
2. Do.
Okay. Next in final scoring is walls. So I get 3 points for that, 3 points for that, and I've got the 9-point statue. So that's
50.
15 points. Nobody else has got any points for walls?
No.
Right, majority markers. Nick, you have 3 majority markers, which is 12.
Yep.
I have 2 majority markers, which is 8.
I have
Gemma,
4.
you've got 4, which is 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, the town hall.
Didn't you just go up 18 then? Sorry.
Yeah, I think it needs to go back to
Did I
3.
miscount?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Gemma gets 9 points. 9. Nick gets 7. And I get 52.
There you go.
And that's it. That is the final scoring. So, Nick, congratulations with the
Okay.
final score of 79.
Wow.
The game does come with 100-point markers.
Yeah.
Should you lap and go round. Gemma, 71. Me, 61. I'm surprised I actually scored as high as I did,
That wall
It
did
was
you
that wall,
really
yeah.
well.
considering how wrong it all just went. But that's it. I think you saw all of the rules. We explained how all of the disasters work.
Yeah.
We didn't obviously see every single building in the game, but you saw enough of them. And as I say, there is an addendum which has a description of all of the buildings. But as we've just spotted, it looks like there might be a translation error on one of them. So I'll speak to Queen Games and we'll try and get some errata about that. It is the card which allows you to move 3 disaster tokens back. The card says of any one colour.
Okay.
And Ulrich is saying it should be choose the colours. Now, before we finish, I just wanted to mention, as I mentioned at the start, there are 6 expansions that come with this game. We're going to mention them briefly now. The first expansion is the mares. Basically, there are 5 mares in the game because this game is 1 to 5 players.
Okay.
So there is a solo mode in the game as well that I'll hope to cover on the channel at some point. But there are these mares. You get one at random. What the mare does is, if I just show you on my playboard, it would go here in that little slot. It gives you starting amount of money, certain amount of workers at the start. So this one starts with 10 money, but no workers at all. And it gives you a special ability. So all of the mares are slightly different, and they just give you different starting things and special abilities. That's that expansion.
Yeah.
Right. Expansion number 2 is the extra statues. So in addition to these statues, there are some alternative ones. And this alternative one would go here, and the difference between when you take a statue, you can take either of them.
Mhm.
This one will give you the points at the end of the game, as we've seen. This one, which is the Zitronjelly one, I think, is immediate money. So you don't get any points for it, but you do get money immediately when you build the statue. Okay, so that's an alternative for those. The boats is quite a big expansion. The boats go down here in this part of the board. There are 6 boats. There are stands for these as well. Now, the boats all start off at the bottom. If any of the dice that are rolled are a 3 or a 4, that boat becomes active for that particular season. And what the boat does is whenever you build a section of wall, I think, if I've understood this correctly, you can discard a worker of the colour matching the card that you just played to activate any of the active boats.
Right.
So, for example, if I discard an orange card, bad example, if I discard a brown card to build a section of wall, I could then spend a brown worker to activate either of those 3 boats. And all the boats have special abilities printed on them.
I think we did play with that one.
I think we played with that last
Mm.
time. I think they've
Yeah.
removed that from the base game and they've put them into modules,
Okay.
which I really like because for a lot of people, the base game of this is enough.
Mm.
And when you play it for the first time, you probably just want to play the base game.
Yeah.
And then the modules, you can insert as many as you want.
And time as well,
And time.
because you can make the game shorter or longer, can't you?
Stock Exchange is another expansion. I haven't read how this one works, but there's a Stock Exchange with some tiles that do various things. And the final expansion is the Cleric expansion. And what you do at the start of the game is you pick 6 of these at random. All right. I like this bit in the rules. It says drop them on the board because the side that is face up is random.
Okay.
And then what you do is you assign them to here. So on the round in which a cleric gets placed
Okay.
on it, it means there is a special ability that affects the game for that particular round.
I love that.
And then you flip the tile over
Okay.
when it moves down. So
Okay,
yeah,
so if it
that's
lands
another
on there
little
again,
expansion.
it's-
If it lands on there again, it will be the other one.
Oh, so it would just keep flipping and flipping.
It will keep flipping.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so good.
So yeah, so that's a nice little one. I think the extra statue is nice, easy.
Yeah.
This one a little bit more. The boats is a little bit more. The Stock Exchange, as I say, that's the only one I've not really read.
Yeah.
The mares is quite easy as well, and I quite like that. It's a little bit of asymmetric powers. I think that's it. I think that's the 6 expansions.
It doesn't have that much complexity. It just adds a bit of variety.
Bit of variety.
If you played it a lot of times and you're thinking, oh, do I want to play it again? Am I
Yeah.
going to get rid of it, change it to something else? It just gives you something else to... Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Excellent.
Right, now obviously this was a sponsored video, so I can't really give my thoughts on the game, but anybody who knows the kind of games I like knows that Stefan Feld is one of my favourite designers. I have more games of his in my collection than any other designer, so I pretty much like all of his games. You two have played this a couple of times now. Now you'd not played Bruges, have you?
No.
No, but you've played this, so
Yeah.
you don't need to play Bruges now.
Yeah.
And you class this as a medium weight game?
I think so.
I think
it's
it
not
is.
Yeah.
hugely complex. There's a lot going on. You couldn't play it with someone that's new to board games.
No.
I don't think. Definitely not. But it's not that heavy, massive,
No.
is it? No.
Heavy gamers would class this as a light to medium game,
Mm.
but that's because they're used to ones at the upper end of the scale. I think it's a medium weight game.
Yeah.
I think it flows quite nicely.
Mm.
And the big difference, there's a few tweaks between this and Bruges,
Yeah.
but the big difference is the cards.
Mm.
So in Bruges, it was these cards, but they were all shuffled together and divided into 2 packs, into 2 decks.
Rather
So
than
when
being
you
able
drew
to choose the
cards,
colours.
you either chose from either of the decks. And the biggest problem I had with Bruges is that I didn't have enough control of the colours.
Mm.
So basically, you know, and if you own a copy of Bruges and you wanted to play Bruges right now, you could, just with that rule. Just
Yeah.
don't shuffle the cards together into 2
Okay.
piles. Just put them all separate and allow players to choose whatever the colour they want.
Yeah.
So that's a big improvement for me.
Black dice as well. Somebody said in the chat is also new, isn't it?
I don't think so, but I
No?
can't quite remember.
Okay.
Yeah, there's bits. So
I thought the black. Yeah. Okay.
I thought the black dice was,
I don't know.
but it's been so long since I played Bruges, I can't quite remember. Bruges had an expansion, which is what some of the things were included in this. So some of the things from the expansion have been added to this,
Yeah.
and some other tweaks have been made. What is my least favourite Feld? That's a good question. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to have a good think about it. Ask me on a Facebook group or in my next live Q&A. I do a live Q&A at the end of every month.
Yeah.
And if you join the BGG Guild, when I post the thread to ask the questions, ask me, and I'm sure there's one of them.
Yeah.
It might be Rum and Pirates.
Right,
That was
okay.
one of his ones that kind of went a bit under the radar.
Okay.
But anyway, we're all done. So yeah, thank you very much to you two for joining me.
Cool. Thank you.
Hope you found this video useful. As I mentioned at the start, give the video a like, thumbs up, leave me a comment. I hope you found it useful in seeing how the game plays, but also learning how to play. I think we covered everything. Next week, we will be back with Game 2 in the Stefan Feld City Collection, which is Amsterdam, which I've not played yet. So I will be learning how to play that next week. Amsterdam is a new version of Macau, and I know how to play Macau. So I'm curious to see what's different in that one. But yeah, we're all done. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.